And welcome to the Ouchcast.
What's up, guys?
Hey.
I just want to say I'm still raging over that stupid movie, The Crow.
Oh, God.
And
it's been a week. Get over it.
I realized that if there was anything that I would collect the Infinity Stones and snap away, it would be that crap movie.
Only that one?
I'm still... That's how angry I am.
I would do that, Madam Web.
You're so selfish, dude.
Why?
I would do that one, Madam Web, and The Flash.
You're so selfish, both of you, man. You could use that.
And Romulus.
You know what? Again, you're so selfish because you could use your gauntlet to like bring back Brandon Lee. We could actually get the sequel that we deserve of The Crow, and then a wonderful career from him.
But the new one still exists.
But make the new one disappear.
Hey,
selfish.
That brings up a point, though. Do you think that movie would still stand and be such a cultural hit if he was alive?
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Do you think Tupac's music would be as big as it is if he was alive?
No.
Yes.
I don't think so.
Yes. He still is alive. Dave Chappelle said, "You got doo-doo."
Yes. I'm sorry. Yes.
I think death makes things a
better?
little bit more not better, but like it establishes more of a like classic to it, because any of these projects that were good and then the person dies immediately goes into like legendary status, like Amy Winehouse, Nipsey Hussle, Tupac, Biggie. These are great projects that they worked on, and then they died, and it was like, man,
Ted Bundy.
We could have gotten so much more if they had been alive, and I think that's what creates the legacy and the legend behind those projects.
But let me ask you: do you think Tupac and Taylor Swift would have made a great collaboration?
Absolutely not. There would be no Taylor Swift because she would have been on set getting boinked by Tupac.
You got doo-doo on your mouth. Legacy. Do you think legacy is important to you? Have you guys ever considered your legacy?
Yes, absolutely. This is an answer that will explain a lot about me. I have no desire to be remembered. None.
No. Enrique?
My gamer tag is nameless.
Stupid.
No, serious. I changed it. I used to I used to identify with like a character that I created, and then I changed it to nameless because I don't care to be remembered regardless.
But let me ask you: do you think legacy makes for a good name to a Superman movie?
What the fuck?
Superman Legacy?
Yes.
The Nicolas Cage movie?
Yes.
No. It makes perfect sense.
How does that feel, you a-holes?
For once, I'm trying to have a conversation.
For the record, you didn't throw me off. You didn't throw me off. I just wanted clarification.
Yeah, Enrique. Okay, what about your legacy?
I'm angry, man. I'm angry. I'm an angry Mexican man right now, and I need some burritos.
You're a pocho.
Hey, you know that it's called moche when you actually speak like really weird like Spanish? Pocho is when you...
Yeah, estás mocho. Yeah, that's different. No, yeah.
I didn't know that until just recently. Someone called me that.
Yeah, pocho is something else than mocho. Same thing.
Shout out Brazil if you're still listening.
You're supposed to say Brazil.
I was setting Angel up. It was an alley-oop.
Galina.
I was giving him the alley-oop, and then you were going for the dunk, but you hit the rim and bricked.
What?
It's a brick. Na.
No.
Okay. So legacy, right?
Yeah.
Why do you want to be remembered?
I didn't say I wanted to. I'm asking the question.
I'm asking a follow-up question to the question, because this is the philosophy that I've wrestled with. Mm-hmm. That's the reason why I came to the conclusion that I don't want to be remembered. Why does anybody want to be remembered?
I have no idea.
Self-serving.
Vanity.
No, because it's like our only way for immortality. We're all like flittering away in time, and
what's wrong with that?
60, 70 years like feels like nothing, and so we all want like the true immortality is being remembered. Legacy is everything. I mean, it's honestly it's part of our genetic imperative. Like it's the reason why like we have a sex drive. It's the reason why we make babies, because we need to pass on a part of us. But that's exactly what I wanted to address. Passing it on
is the legacy that you leave behind.
I pass some gas.
Everybody is obsessed with being remembered in themselves as opposed to it's about the next generation. You both have children, so your children will carry on what you pass on. You have received from generation and generation and generation ago because somebody at some point passed it on.
Sorry, civilization.
And culturally speaking, we have now become a civilization of people who want to be remembered and want to establish ourselves more so than we want to pass on the good traits of the past. That's why tradition and culture are kind of being attacked and destroyed.
Okay, you lost me at that part, but you want to hear something sad?
Dude, no, that was actually really good. I want to continue that. What's wrong, Angel? Come on, keep up.
No, I'm kidding. I don't want to.
Okay, so anyways, about the crow. Does the crow deserve to be remembered?
No, hold on. You want to hear a
Wow.
dark? You want to hear dark side?
Wow.
How's that for connective tissue?
Yeah, that's a circle.
It's a straight line.
We
It's a
don't
straight
need
line.
that circle.
It's a hexagon.
So let me ask you this.
I'm going to
about
make
legacy.
you both sit down and watch it.
I'm
Hey,
actually thinking
Yeah,
about watching
yeah.
it. I need to know why I hate this movie already.
Okay, yeah, you
So
tell
I'll
me.
watch it. But no,
It's worse than Madam Web. You go ahead.
let me ask you this about legacy, because you made a point about passing on to your children. Okay, you do to some degree pass on to your children, but what if like, for example, you have a child who is more than likely not going to your line is going to end with that person, and you kind of know it.
Happens all the time.
It happens all the time. But I mean, like if we care so much about legacy at that point, I mean, like, how do we process that? I think part of I was told once that when you have, for example, a child with some like disability, you basically are mourning the child that you thought you were gonna have. And it sounds like a really callous kind of thing to say, especially with me who works in the special education field, but I have a child with autism, and there was a period of mourning that I went through when he was younger, because of the implications of it. Now, thankfully, I've outgrown all of that. There's the potential and whatever, but there is still this big possibility that my kid will never marry, never have another kid.
Right.
And because of that, there is a certain part of me that gets sad about that. And I don't know, it's an existential thing. I don't know why, but I think what Doyle was saying probably is closer to the reason why I feel that. Now, my other kid, Javier, on the other hand, I think there's tons of potential there, but at the same time, I don't know. He's still 8 years old. Who knows? But part of me, like my firstborn, my kid, Sammy, like light of my life, right? I love this kid like to death, and there's nothing I wouldn't do for him. And I would wish for my line to continue with him as well. And thinking that maybe that might not happen makes me a little sad. And I think that Doyle just put a kind of like cherry on top of that with that one.
Well, okay. Here's my follow-up question to my statement. Then, is the reason you're upset, or does it bothers you? Is it because of an expectation? Because the only expectation I have is that I have no expectations, because I don't know what this life is. But for the same reason I don't like to take pictures, I don't like to try to capture a moment. I try to live in it. And I try to appreciate it for what it is. Like when you see something
say something.
He did it. No, when you see like a sunset that's regal and it's incredible, and then you take
like and be dazzled.
Yeah, and then you take a picture. You take a picture, and then you show somebody else. It never lives up to what you felt in that moment.
100%.
I'm sorry, I can't get past what you just said. I don't want to capture a moment. I want to live in it.
Yeah.
There was on How I Met. Do you watch How I Met Your Mother?
Yes.
Dude, that's such a Ted Mosby line. Do you remember?
Yeah.
There's a one where he says something similar.
I fucking can't stand Ted, by the way.
I love Ted.
I love
Are you
Barney. I love
freaking
everyone else in that show, but Ted is a fucking douche.
Bro, no. Ted is
He's a douche.
Ted is not a douche. You're a douche, because Ted was.
The only reason you like Ted is because he reminds you of yourself. Wait. That's harsh.
Yeah, because you're calling him a douche. Are you calling me a douche?
No, not at all.
Are you
Douche.
calling me a woman's hygienic product? Are you saying that I retain women's dirty water?
And you smell like vinegar.
Whoa.
Wow.
No, I'm just joking.
We just lost all two of our female
Sorry, guys.
listeners.
Bro,
Sorry.
I gave you one of my cookies, okay? I gave you one of my cookies, and you
for the record, he actually means an actual cookie.
No. Don't you quantify
it's another. Give me that chon.
No,
So.
hey, don't you? It's a cookie. It was delicious, and it was precious, and it was yours, and I gave it to you, and you insulted me to my face.
You give me cookie, I give you
slapped
cookie.
you with it.
You got a cookie, bro, and you know what?
What do you want from me, Schmidt?
I'm regretting giving you my cookie.
Yeah. See?
Or that nookie. So,
Yeah.
Okay, I'm so sorry. You guys are so cheesy. Homeboy here not living in the moment, but I don't want to take a picture of the moment because I'm living in, and you over here like cookie. I'm gonna rhyme it with nookie. Derp.
oh, what rhyme with bookie? It's just weird, dude.
Then we're gonna play hooky.
You're weird. Hey, by the way, have you guys heard?
And then take a dookie.
Have you
If I
heard
look over
Trump?
a wall, it's taking a lookie.
Have you heard? Kamala Harris and Tim. What's his name?
Kamala
Tim Walz. Hold on, shut up. Tim Walz calling Trump weird. I love it. It's hilarious because they keep on.
You know what's funny?
Point.
You know what's funny?
It's weird.
And Trump,
weird.
Trump hates it. I've never been called weird. I'm not weird. There's nothing weird about me.
It's hilarious.
It's fucking so funny, dude.
They know.
He's the epitome of fucking weird, dude.
They know, and that's why they keep on saying it in interviews.
Did you see JD Vance in the donut shop?
No, I didn't. What?
He was in a donut shop trying to do like the whole "I'm one of the people" kind of thing. It was the most awkward fucking thing. He's like,
A, B.
he's like, hey, can I get like 2,000?
Let me just say,
Can we fire him? He keeps on cussing.
Okay.
both of the candidates and their vice presidents are awful.
No. Get out of here with that business. I disagree.
Really?
I think Kamala is. I'm not a fan of Kamala, but the Tim guy, from what I hear, is a good guy.
Awful is such a big word. Come on. I mean, you can say that maybe you disagree with some of the things Tim Walz has done as a governor. Awful is. I'm not with that. I don't think we have enough of a record to call him awful. I just, there's some things that he's done in his state that I think are all right. I don't know him well enough yet to know what kind of person he is. Everyone's trying to paint him as the father of the country.
Yeah,
That's weird.
That's weird.
That's weird. But I don't think he's awful. Now, Kamala Harris.
Give him time.
There was I think 2 years ago we were talking about Kamala Harris, and I remember telling you that, man, I don't really like her and blah blah blah. But now because I was thinking about this on my drive to work, like this binary choice that now I have with her. I don't. You can go back and pick out like me talking all this smack about her, and now not that I don't still think those things. Now, in lieu of who I'm voting with, I'm like, all right, I'm gonna just give it a chance and be all right.
That's just because you hate Trump.
You are a rude, terrible person.
But look, that's because you're voting with your emotions as opposed to tell me what are the policies?
The policies?
Yes.
Well, I like the continuation of the health thing. I very much like that. I also like that she's going to continue to try to give some relief when it comes to not only the student loans but also to the medical debt relief. I think that's cool. I'm with that. A lot of people have gone broke because of it. I'm kind of interested in seeing what she does with not only the economic policies with the medical stuff, but also with housing. I think that her policies are going to be a little bit better than Trump, at least as far as what he's announced. Those are things that I'm kind of interested in. And generally speaking, I didn't hate a lot of the Biden policies. She's going to continue some of them, or most of them, if not all of them. And she's only going to just sort of enhance or add to them. And now she has 8-year student if she wins. And I want to see where that goes.
Oh, she has 4 guaranteed.
Good point. I'm sorry. I spoke too soon there. That was kind of a bad.
Yeah.
That's a bad mouth.
I mean, it'd be good if it was 4 years. I'm not a fan, but I'd rather him than the fucking orange turd. So,
yeah.
I don't know.
They still both suck.
Are you a racist?
DJ.
Okay,
I'm going to send you.
I'm going to say this. I don't see either one of them, either candidate, really improving the country.
Of course not.
That's my point.
You say that of everybody,
Dude,
though. When has anybody even improved the country
Does
for
this
you?
podcast improve the country?
This podcast doesn't even improve us.
Dude,
Doyle.
But my
did
point.
Bill Clinton improve the country for you? Did Ronald Reagan, George,
Cigar sales were through the roof. Through the roof.
Okay, Here's what my point is. The reason I say that is because the people continue to get screwed, right? At a certain point, the country started to decline. And if you look at the numbers and you look at the statistics.
When did that happen?
1969.
1960. Yeah, 69, dude.
No, I mean, the whole
separation.
And the fucking Oscar Kaiser fucking insurance medical.
Look at the separation of the middle class from the upper class. This is what I'm talking about. When you improve the economy, then the economy should thrive, right? Shouldn't we be doing better? Like, we experience 3 years of inflation, and then right before it's time to vote, all of a sudden the economy starts to improve. Imagine that. That's just a scheme to get people to vote one way or the other, right? But it was just a couple months ago we were complaining about how expensive everything was. You think that's by design or by default?
You have it all figured out, man. I don't know.
I don't have it all figured out, but my point, the overall perspective of Doyle is this. We keep voting in people who really aren't helping our situation or improve us, right? And we keep taking what they give us. Like you mentioned the healthcare system. The healthcare system is still out of whack. It's been out of whack. It's way out of whack. Like at one point, what was the cost of insulin? Through the roof and ridiculous. And why did it even get to that point in the first place if so-called
business assholes?
Right. But we're allowing this stuff to happen in the country, and we are passing these not we, but the politicians that we elect are doing these things to benefit their billionaire friends, right?
Well, because the corporations are fucking.
The reason why prices got lowered because it had to be done by executive action. It wasn't done by policy. The fact is that like it's been conservative politicians that have kept the prices up. I mean, it's all part of their plan to make it difficult. Like they don't want any sort of progress because then it's always going to land in lieu of somebody else. And so whenever somebody is in power that they approve, and then suddenly they're going to be a little bit more lenient about stuff. But like. Just using insulin as an example, the only reason that went down was because of executive action. It wasn't because of policy.
But why is it so expensive in the first place? Who allowed it to get that high in the first place?
Because the billionaires and the corporations don't. Well, they take all the money.
Couldn't you pass?
Cliche because
how many billionaires are there in California alone?
I don't know.
Probably
186.
Okay.
186
The reason
people.
insulin is so expensive is the same reason like Jardiance, my diabetes pill, was expensive, and it still is because you know what the pharmaceutical companies that own it are allowed to make a profit off of it.
Okay.
That's it.
So
those people are making decisions in order to keep those prices high. Now, if you go to Mexico, like a little thing of albuterol, right? The albuterol for my inhaler, like I can get it in Mexico for $5.
Okay,
right. But here, well, hold on. Here in America, the same thing. And by the way, I would even argue that it's less effective. Is about $40.
Question: did you get a lot of medicine?
I got a few. Yeah, nice. I got about 5 the last time.
Drug mule.
Get him. I ended up giving
House and pepper. Oh, sorry.
I gave 2 away to a coworker because she can't afford the $40.
You really are a drug mule.
I really was in that instant. I really was. I also got this Kenacotazole. It's essentially like it's an antifungal for athlete's foot.
Yeah.
But it's only by prescription. But over there you can get it like over the counter and cheap.
Oh wow.
So I got 2 of those, brought them home, and mind you, that stuff is effective. The only problem though, the side effect is like it fucks up your liver. Oh, excuse me, it messes up your liver.
So you won't have fungus no more.
But I won't have. My liver will die, but I will be
fungus free. No, okay. So
leave a good looking corpse.
Here's what my point was to what I was saying, and the question that I have: when do we put a cap on how much people are making at our expense?
Right now, let's do it. I want it.
I mean, but really, how hard of a policy is that?
Look, it
depends on who you ask. Elon Musk probably would have a say on battery prices. He wants them cheaper, but then he turns around and inflates other things. So,
well, okay, I get like there's going to be some stuff that's going to cost, right? But at a certain point, like medicine, seriously, we're allowing them to screw us over on medicine when aspirin's like $13 a piece. You know what I'm saying?
Just the whole medical industry itself is a fucking joke
And
because of
this-
insurance.
but
Watch your language, boy.
this is where my
What did I say?
gripe. This
Did I
is what
cuss?
my
You did say
Oh,
effing.
I'm sorry.
Beep.
Dude, it's so
Beep.
natural to me.
What's the name? The guy in.
We got to get a cuss jar.
What we need to do is we need to
Well, from
hire
the
the
podcast.
nerds from the podcast to come and regulate us.
Nick.
Get Nick, get Renee, get him to come in here and like smack us in the head when you cuss.
Yeah, I think so.
I'm gonna bring my mom. She's gonna bring a bar of soap and wash her
and a
bowels out.
chancla.
That's your mom.
That's
Oh.
not, that sounds dangerous.
Okay.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, but that's
No,
what
it's
my
true.
gripe with politicians is because I'm not against profit and I'm not against capitalism and making money, and I get policy to a certain extent.
When
But-
done with morals.
yes, and I feel like at a certain point,
Orals.
That too.
that was Bill Clinton again.
It's a sucker.
It's a straight line.
But we've gone so far from where like stuff that just makes sense for Newsom. Seriously, why is everything so expensive in California?
Yeah.
You cannot tell me that we shouldn't have implemented some sort of rent control.
You know what it is? We have to keep playing music rights to that song, California.
I'm gonna ask you.
California.
Keep in mind that
Music rights are expensive.
Yeah, they are fucking expensive.
we had like a lot of Republican governors though.
We've
Right?
had a lot of them.
Like
some
Reardon,
good ones.
Like remember, it was a Reardon. Is that his name?
Gray,
Yeah, and then Schwarzenegger. Of course.
Schwarzenegger, which is actually pretty decent.
But I'm not gonna lie. I don't have any recollection of any policy they did and what was our, what was the prices at the time? What was the country going one way or the other? I don't know. I'm gonna have to go back and look on that so that I can speak to. I don't know.
But I think that's the sign of a good politician. You don't remember the rage. If they do,
I don't know if that
should be a band.
I don't know if that's true. I think Putin, like over in Russia, has a bit of a control on that. You don't remember the rage.
No, he's
'cause in
beating
Russia.
Putting on the
That's
Ritz.
different. Putting on the Ritz.
Putting on the Ritz.
That's different. He's telling them that they are not allowed to rage. He's forcing them to love him. But I'm
wouldn't love
talking
me.
about like if a politician does a good job, then there's no real reason that you should be overly outraged. Like I remember prices gradually going up under certain governors and people in charge, and that doesn't bother me. Like a couple cents here, a couple cents there, gradually over a year or two. But like price increases are up like 200 and something% in the last couple of years.
100%.
That's out. Seriously, 200%. That's outrageous.
And the worst part is they're like, oh, we're not making any money.
Right.
All right. So at this point now, like, okay, revolution, yay! Let's all bring down.
Let's
the
not go
system.
that far.
Say you
But
want
I'm
a
just gonna say-
revolution.
We can't even get
well,
organized to like
for
rally
American
correctly.
Idol.
Yeah.
At this point now, right? So at this point, I'm like,
Kelly Clarkson.
Kelly Clarkson.
I'm gonna vote for.
Justin Guarini.
I'm gonna vote for Kamala, and that's
I'm voting for Justin Guarini
Look,
because he's little sweet.
I'm gonna be honest.
I love those commercials, by the way.
Sweet.
And you know what other commercials I've been watching again? The what's that? Remember the wasabi one? He's
Wasabi.
He goes wasabi. He goes wasabi. Dude,
Yeah,
that's
I
such a
remember.
great commercial, man.
I miss commercials.
I miss commercials.
the
too.
good ones.
Yeah.
See, look, this is so pessimistic. This guy.
No,
God
they're
dang.
good
Good ones. They're all good.
Okay.
Remember the
Everyone's
recent Doritos one with?
You're easy. They're all good.
They're all good.
Okay.
Every single one.
Give it to me, commercials.
Okay, that's true.
Especially that Ozempic one I saw.
Hey, why you just?
Hey, they're
jealous,
all
bro?
good. They're all good. You said you can't take backseats.
Did you buy
Yeah,
Ozempic when you were in Mexico?
No, because it's actually expensive there as
Oh,
well.
that's weird.
Hey, do you want to hit? Because I have an extra little needle. I got you, bro.
I got the runs on my own. Thank you.
Oh, but
He
you know
doesn't
what?
need another needle.
I don't
dude,
need. We
I'm
don't
gonna-
need another needle.
I'm gonna inject this. I'm gonna inject this dude with some Ozempic and watch. He's gonna waste away, and his
Homie,
wife's
I'm
gonna
already
thank him
wasting
for it.
away.
Inject him with
dude.
love.
Dude, I've got bitch tits galore, dude, of how much the weight I've lost.
Dude, you just got
Dude, I'm
bitch,
done.
and you. I don't
I'm-
know what you're talking about.
I'm down to 310. I'm down to 310. That's fucking
310.
amazing. You know how much it was, right?
Yeah, you were like 600.
My dick in your mouth was 600. No, I was 389.
389.
389.
Dang. Dang, you
And
fat.
I'm 310. Yeah,
I was fat. I'm fat.
I'm a fat ass, dude. I still am, but I mean,
No,
I'm getting there.
no. Okay, look, I'm messing with you. I was gonna say it earlier when we were paying.
Good job, sir.
Yeah,
losing weight is
look-
not easy.
No, it's not.
But you look great, man.
Thank you.
No, honestly, seriously, you look great.
I'm going at it still, dude. Going
Yeah,
at
bet
it
you're
still.
going at it.
No, same to you, dude. You look great.
Yeah, thank
you. Look
you.
amazing.
Thank you.
I'm gonna say this for the
Is the
squid.
plumbing working,
Doyle?
though, bro? Is
I
the
don't look
plumbing
that great.
working?
I'm gonna say this for the squid squad.
That's the first thing to go in some way, bro. Can you? Hey, isn't it nice that you can look down and see it?
I can see my penis.
It's there.
I can see my
It's
dick.
like-
I don't have those problems. I can
You
always
know
see.
Can somebody choke this guy out, please? What you say about?
You need therapy.
Yeah. No, he's like I don't have that problem.
I
He
don't.
does the
turn
Captain
sideways.
He does the Captain Morgan pose.
Why all of a sudden there's a barrel
I
here?
don't got that problem.
There's a barrel on the floor. Hey.
And then the table starts to lift. Boop, boop, boop. And like, bro, where's your hands? They're right here.
They're in the flashlight. Anyway, what were we talking about?
Penises.
All kinds of stuff.
Politics.
And politicians.
And legacy.
Clearly,
that
even
fits.
without
That-
dicks,
it is
we're
like a
talking about
circle.
dicks.
Hey, do you think Trump's legacy is going to be like a good one once it's all done?
I mean, he was the president,
No.
so he's gonna be in that lineage no matter what.
History is going to be very, very, very tough on him down the line.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but it is like as much as you know what. Yeah, no.
Was he on the last ranking? Was he ranked the worst president?
Yes,
He was, because before that it was God. What's the name of that president that was with
the one that
Wyatt
kept
Earp?
on falling.
No, not Lyndon Johnson.
Actually, it was so
before Carter. What's his name?
there was the one who only was in office for like a
Ford.
Jimmy Ford.
Well, that's the one who kept on falling.
Yeah, that's the one that kept on falling. Yeah, but that's not the worst one. The worst one.
falling.
He was the worst in terms of policy and longevity because the worst one before that was the guy who was only like in office for like a week and died.
Oh, William Henry Harrison.
Yeah, arguably he's the worst president because the guy didn't do nothing. He just
Well, no, he's
That
the
means
best
he's the
president.
best president.
That's the best president right there.
See, we don't even remember the rage.
Yeah. He died from his inauguration.
He was too excited.
Yeah.
Yes,
So
you
he
know
got a
what?
pneumonia.
I feel like we need to make one of those like those alcohol cards, the ones that say if it's this color you're this drunk. I think we need to make one like with Doyle's face on it that says, "Do you remember the rage? Good president or bad?" Like, let me hold up the card.
Let's color code it.
The legacy of these presidents
color.
will not be remembered on the Ouchcast.
Biden. I don't think Biden will be remembered.
I disagree.
I don't think he will. He'll be remembered as vice president, but I don't think as president.
I think he'll be remembered mainly because he's tied to Obama. So Obama will be remembered.
Yeah, 'cause it's-
And he's tied to Obama because he became president under under like harsh conditions, and then he was only in for 4 years and he deteriorated. So he will be remembered for that much.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think he will be remembered more so than like, I don't know, George Bush Sr., who the only thing he has is that he was there for 9/11 and Iraq War. Actually, no, I think
No, he wasn't there for 9/11. That's
He
George
was.
Bush
Junior.
Jr.
Yeah, that's
You
what I
said
meant.
senior.
I didn't say senior. I
You
didn't
said
say
senior.
anybody.
You said senior. You, said,
Go
you
back
literally said
to the
George,
tape.
To the tape. You said George Bush Senior.
I did not say senior.
I'll bet you.
Okay, let's do it.
What do you want?
Well,
10
not the
push-ups.
cookies, because no cookies, man.
No
you
cookies.
turned into a dirty thing.
I can't.
I
Loser has
literally
to
gave
do-
homeboy like Starbucks cookies, and he's talking about the nookie.
Loser has to do 50 sit-ups.
What
you scared of? You ain't so confident no more.
Doyle, you lost.
I'm not in this bet.
I'm not making Enrique do push-ups.
Do you think
I said sit-ups.
I'm working
Oh,
out?
shit. Worse.
I know what. I know. What I'll bet you is I still owe you $60 for that toy. So I'll tell you what.
I thought we weren't going to discuss the fleshlight on air no more.
Okay.
Slightly used.
You
guys
paid
are-
$60 for it. He
Make sure
only
you
paid
clean it.
$5.
Cochinos, man.
Make sure you clean it. And it was slightly used when I bought it. So
Okay, first of all, audience, it's actually like some Batman toys, like the Rogues Gallery, like in a box set. Come on, cochinos, bunch of cochinos, man.
this episode of the Ouchcast brought to you by
Look.
Fleshlight.
Regardless of, I'm going to say something that nobody is saying
Uh-oh.
about politics.
Don't forget the rage.
Eat the rich.
Whoever the somebody else is voting for, who gives a crap? Get over it. Like, stop attacking people because they vote opposite of you. Like, let people have their opinions.
Agreed.
Because there's a lot of douchebags out there right now, like attacking you if you're a Democrat or a Republican. And at the end of the day, like, be better people. Be better.
I vote Nader.
If you're going to be an idiot and vote for Trump. No, I'm kidding. Look, man, whoever, like, I have friends who I know for a fact are going to vote Trump, and while I can judge them like in my brain, like, I'm not going to treat them any differently. They're fine people. They're good people. I just think like
have really
the
bad
thing
logic.
that I question is, are we seeing the same reality? And because my perception is reality, your perception is reality, though your perception is
fantasy
reality.
world.
I'm just saying, like, we are singular people
Live
floating
your
and
truth.
vibrating through the world, and the only perspective we truly have is our own. Like, honestly, I don't even have proof that you exist, Doyle, and that you exist other than the fact that I hear you guys talking. But even then, my senses may be flawed.
Okay,
I don't know.
let me stop that nonsense right now.
That's not nonsense. That is philosophy.
Okay, what is your perspective if someone slaps you across the face? Did they exist?
Ow.
You know what? If I felt it,
Does this cheek exist?
If a tree falls in the forest and no
Do you
one's
fuck
around
it?
to hear it,
well, what if my face is numb, like I'm paralyzed and I don't feel it? Did you really slap me then?
yes.
Well, you say that, but if I don't feel it and I can't confirm it,
There's
then how do I know?
CCTV footage that has put a lot of people in jail because it exists
Sure.
somewhere. The whole
Yeah.
paradigm shift of understanding that the world and the universe operates in unison means that something is happening over here
Okay.
and something is happening over here. It's quantum entanglement. It's
No,
science.
it's not quantum. Don't throw a big word in it, okay? Get out of here
No,
with
no,
that
no. That's
business.
not a big word. It's science.
But it's not quantum. All
right, I'm bored.
Man. Okay, so here's the thing. You slap me. You have it on CCTV. Here's the question. Okay, so then we take it out to the public, and all they see is a black man slapping the like frail little Mexican man like myself.
You see
and
how he
context.
played that?
Race war.
And then-
Frail.
Exactly.
He is on medication.
That's
And then
right.
he said
He is on
Yes.
medication.
Then he tried to play it up a black man.
Yes.
Like that makes me that much more
Yes.
dangerous than just the guy.
Exactly. So here's my point. So
What
they
if he
watch the
said
clip.
something about my mother?
No, hold on. Let me finish my thought. Here. So if people watch this footage and suddenly they're like, wow, why did he assault him? What did he do? Did he say something horrible? And it turns out you were just trying to like smack a mosquito. You were saving my life, but no one knows that. So
But you still got
perception
smacked.
is reality.
But you still got no. That's just an angle of a camera. But you still got smacked. That's the point. The point is the smack happened because two people interacted.
It's a layered thing, though. It's not quantum and tab. It's just perception, my guy. It's just perception.
interaction.
At the end of the day, if I acknowledge the slap, it happened. If I say, no, he didn't, then it didn't, and I'm good with that. Perception is reality.
Okay. I beg to
I think,
differ.
therefore, I am.
I think you're.
You guys got too deep for me. I'm out.
You know what's okay? If this is considered deep,
Were you in?
Angel, I
was
really,
never in.
Angel, if this is considered deep for you, man, woo, I don't even want to watch your
This
like,
level of nonsense, Angel, is like
You want to see my reel?
that's fair.
Actually, that
is fair.
I'm assaulted by all the videos he puts up on his stories on Instagram, and they're not always funny. Angel, your sense of
They're
humor
hilarious.
is very nuanced because sometimes I don't get it.
And that's the best part.
Oh,
That's the best part. That's the genius behind it.
right.
So you're like Napoleon Dynamite.
Pretty much.
Ugh.
It's like
That,
Speaking of God,
that explains
Renee is
everything.
just sending me reel after reel after reel.
I've been trying to not be as crazy. I'm very selective now. I may send you one or two. Do you notice that I don't send you like I used to send you like 5 or 6. Now it's like no, I'm gonna send him just choice stuff, and only unless it's like really good. I need Angel to see this because it's good.
I haven't replied to all of them because I've been busy.
That's fine.
but-
I don't care.
But
No,
I
no.
do watch them and I think they're hilarious.
I just send them to you because like I think they're hilarious.
Like
too.
I said, there's certain people that get my sense of humor. You, Renee, my friend Jose Zuniga,
I do not.
always do. No, you don't have no fucking social because you want to be an iconoclast.
Did you guys see the one that I sent in the group chat earlier? The one with
Negative.
The one with Barney.
Yeah.
Did you see it? You didn't click on it.
Yes, no, I didn't.
Oh my God.
So I get stuff sent to me all day, all the time, and it's a cultural thing where Enrique.
Look,
I'm
look
listening.
up.
Weirdo. I knew back weirdo.
There is a new cultural shift where everyone's just sending each other random videos all the time, and like
it's not that different from emails back in the day. Even when email first came out,
I wasn't a part of that either.
But that's fine. But I remember I was working in Countrywide in 2002, and yeah, dude, my inbox was like all the office workers were sending each other funny videos from E-Bombs World and whatever. It was great. And then before that was America's Funniest Home Videos.
But
Consumption Junction. Remember that one?
I remember that.
Can you explain to me the thrill of it? Like what's so fulfilling about life in watching this stuff?
I have two perspectives on it. One, I think, is the same thing that I used to do with my friend Lewis, where I bring him a lot. Man, I need more friends, man. Fuck you, Lewis. I need more friends. Yeah, I just cussed. Fuck you, Lewis. No, I'm just kidding, man. I love you, bro. So we used to just go to his house.
I don't. Lewis.
We would all.
Lewis, listen. You're not liked. Nobody likes you. Not even yourself. Fuck you, Lewis.
Dad, we're losing sponsorship with every F word we drop. All right, so
I'm just getting it out of my system for when we actually have to stop.
Yeah, for real. Yeah. Wait a minute, we do have to actually. He keeps on imagining this fake thing, Doyle. There's going to be this point where the line is really fully going to be drawn. No. I'm here to tell you.
They're ignorant. That's ignorant.
This is the time, Angel. No. There's no time like the present. We need to knock off the crap.
Stop what you said.
See, the thing is, we can't use any of this. We can't use this as back catalog to start building anything.
We'll hire someone to beep everything.
Yeah, right.
Hey, we'll do it in post, right? I love whenever Angel says that, man. I always laugh.
Angel's solution to everything is doing it in post.
We'll do it in post, and then he comes out and he's like, "Oh, I liked it better without the post." It's like, no, you didn't, you lazy bastard.
No, I did. There's a lot of it that I did. I have cut out a bunch of stuff.
Oh my god, that's okay. That's true. The stuff that I don't notice. It's like what Angel said. I don't remember the rage. So we need that on a T-shirt with his face.
I told you.
No. Do you remember the rage?
No. You know what?
Story like this.
Don't remember the rage.
You know the meme one of him that I have him with the old one.
Yeah.
Like that. When that shot. Do you remember the rage? I'll post it. I'm gonna post it on Ouchcast.
Dude, on
Instagram. That's a T-shirt.
That is money.
Yeah, post it on the Discord because that's exactly how far it's gonna go. Got all your jokes right here, buddy. Right here.
I'll tell you what. Post it. You post it on the Instagram, and I'm gonna start like circulating it through like through mine, and we'll make this viral, bro.
It'll be like 6 people.
All 4.
All 4.
Remember the rage? And then what we need to do, Angel, what we need to do is you and I need to like start memeing it though. We need to start attaching other things to it and putting them down there. Says, do you remember the rage? We'll do like Trump.
I like where this is going.
Joe Biden videos. We'll just be like,
you guys should totally start a Reddit.
I'm thinking we can make
Reddit.
Guys, social engineering right here, guys. We're gonna be going viral. We're gonna make this happen.
That's funny.
Do you remember the rage? All right, what was I gonna say? I had 2 perspectives on something. I don't remember anymore.
I don't even.
It must not have been important.
Not really.
I subscribe to that.
What's the whole draw about like sending videos out?
Oh.
Okay, so I used to go over to my buddy Lewis's house, and we would watch YouTube videos when YouTube was pretty fresh. 2007, 2008. Ram came out 2006, but around 2007, 8, the whole draw was who can bring the most interesting video. Even though that wasn't the outspoken rule, there was an unspoken rule about it. So people would come and over, and we'd have like you know vodka cranberries. We'd sit around the computer screen, and we would, oh, did you see this video? Did you see that video? And there was almost like this unspoken like validation that would happen, that if you presented a video that everyone said, oh, that's great, or that's gory, or that whatever. I think that's what it is, Doyle. I think what happens is when people send each other videos, it's almost like saying, look how funny I am, or look how interesting I am. Now, it's not that pessimistic. I just really just think it's an enjoyable feeling. It's a sort of like, it's almost probably the same thing as getting a like on Insta or Facebook or wherever, because it somehow makes you feel a little bit better, which sounds super pessimistic, but I really think there's something in that.
It doesn't sound pessimistic. I'm actually in the middle of this book called Contagious.
Okay.
And in the book, it talks about how things catch on, and it talks about like your social currency, and it mentions how like you tend to share things that are cool because they make you sound cool.
Yes.
Or you share things that are smart because they make you sound smarter. No one wants, you know.
You don't have to read the book. I've been telling you that for years here on this Ouchcast. Come on.
The thing about it is, in the book, it's explaining like why it matters. And let me point this out before we get off the air because it's time to wrap this sucker up. At the end of the day, we either are the person who's interesting or we're just copying someone who's interesting. I've always rather been a trendsetter than a follower. So like,
he doesn't take pictures of the moment. He lives in the moment.
Exactly.
Do you remember the rage?
We can just make T-shirts of all his quotes with his picture, and each one would go on and on. It's great.
On and on and on and on.
Oh, man. Oh, the Ouchcast, bringing you asshole moments for asshole people.
Now, music break.
I mean, the question then is out to the Ouchcast audiences: do we really like each other here? Because I love you guys, but
I love you, but I don't
we're
like
such
you.
jerks to each other.
Well, you got to take it personal. I don't take it personal.
Oh, that's why you're the best.
I gotta try harder than
That's why you're the man. I'm reaching across the aisle, and there's the fist
it's too far.
bump,
It's
and
too far.
there it is.
Too far.
Have you guys watched the whole Macho Man like resurgence? Now that everybody's just like, oh, dude, my whole Insta reels is just Macho Man.
It's all
That's
Macho Man.
because
Freak out!
you'll never get another Savage.
You're never gonna.
Never.
And rest in peace, Psycho Sid.
Yeah, rest in peace.
Rest in peace.
That was a hard one.
I was.
But yeah,
Kevin Sullivan.
Kevin Sullivan as well.
Yeah.
We're losing other greats, man.
Well, it's because there's not very many greats left, and the new generation isn't applying themselves to be great.
They're not to snuff.
The new generation is fun to watch, but let's be honest, they don't have that superhero.
There's only like
over the top.
There's
kind of
only
thing
like
that
3 or 4 guys who
have
created like any kind of legacy, like what, Batista, Randy Orton, John Cena. Like, I mean, the mid card guys, you're not gonna remember.
You just named all the wrestlers that I've never really cared for.
so this,
That's what I'm saying though. But that's the top of like the last 15 years.
even then, though, Cena is only remembered because of the memes and not really because he did anything fantastic in the
And his ball
stage. I mean, like, dude, like those.
Yeah.
His ball pop.
Randy
His bald
Orton.
spot.
Randy Orton had an epic run, like a resurgence in his career because they started making him RKO people falling on the internet, which were some great
Yeah,
videos.
those were
but he
classic.
like in the ring got boring, and then the RKO got way over because of those videos. And so like the things that they're going to be remembered for are not the same things that like Randy Savage is remembered for, which is actually wrestling or promos or.
Well, you know, I said it in the last podcast about like constraints breed ingenuity and creativity. I think the constraints of media at the time made those promos that the wrestlers would do in the 80s and 90s a lot more interesting.
The cream rises to the top.
Although I will say there are some great tribal chief memes on the internet. Like if you guys take a second and get a chance to go and check those out, those make me laugh.
Speaking of real quick, now that Roman Reigns is going by OTC, every single time I see him, all I can think of is over the counter. Like I never see like original tribal chief or the only tribal. No, I see over the counter. I don't know. Anyway, anything to add?
Does it feel really good? Did you
Feels
know that
really
it was?
good. Doyle?
Go to www.ouchcast.com.
And remember, never make eye contact while eating a banana. Good night, everybody.
Unless you make it sexy.
Ooh.